Peace, family, peace, peace, peace. Okay, I had heard a successful person say this. They said, when you are on the brink of changing your vibration, right, and changing your life, you have to do it in a sense where as though things that you used to do, you don't do those things no more. You hear some people say, well, it needs to be a balance, right? Well, you can still do what you used to do, but then still do other things that is new, okay? When I first got started, okay, with the whole personal development thing, feeling like I had the ability to change my life, knowing that, I told you guys I was really obsessed with it, okay, listening to personal development audios practically all throughout the day, right? And last night, okay, I was on a platform and I became distracted and paying attention to what's going on in someone else's life, right? And honey, that ain't got shit to do with me, but honey, just paying attention and being entertained somewhat. Okay, I gotta say what it was, okay? And it was certain videos that I watched, okay? And then I started feeling this feeling within myself. And I said, God damn, then you better get off this damn, social media, okay? Right? And so this morning when I woke up, now let me just backtrack. Because last night, I tell you guys, every night when I go to bed, I listen to Wayne Dyer, okay? It's this audio on YouTube that he had got from Three Magic Words, the book, Or Extremism book, okay? And so every night I listen to this audio. Basically it's saying, you don't have to chase or rush, or the answers are out there for you, the answers that you are seeking. You are God, okay? You are perfect. Your spirit is perfect, and all these different things, right? So I listened to that last night before I went to bed. And then soon as I woke up, okay, I woke my youngest son up, okay, and then while he was in the shower and stuff, I'm meditating, and I started thinking about last night, what I watched, okay. And do you know what I did instantly? I hurried up and turned on personal development. Okay. And life is all about being aware. Okay. If you give your attention to paying attention to someone else's life, you are taking your focus off your life. Okay. And at times it may be comical, okay, when you're watching somebody else's life or whatever it is. Or at times you may feel a certain type of way and get caught up in those distractions, okay? But when you do, this is the things that I tend to do, okay? I deleted the app, okay? I just deleted the app, okay? This morning I just deleted the app, all right? And I was aware, right? Like, all I'm watching is, but steady swiping up, okay, right? And you just have to focus on what it is that you really want, okay? But you have the ability to change your life, and it's certain things that are distractions, but you gotta take accountability that you are allowing the distractions to come into your life. You are allowing that. Because I tell you guys all the time, okay? Whenever you are taking accountability and responsibility, you can change your life. Imagine if I said, oh, well, why they got to put this on social media or whatever it is like that, okay? They just want you to be distracted or whatever. But if I say, well, goddamn it, Dina, you allow the distractions because that's what you focus. You focusing on that. You giving your attention to that. You giving your energy to that. Okay. And so you have the ability to do something different, Dina. Okay. And so I want you guys out there to understand that in the beginning, there's no balance. Okay. There's no balance. And I once heard, I hear people say different things, especially when I first started changing the way I was eating, right? I had heard some people that were practicing Dr. Sebi's nutritional guide. I had heard some people say, well, you got to do it in moderation, right? And I remember hearing Dr. Tim Morrow, who was a herbalist, okay, who I have listened to several times. He was such a phenomenal man. I didn't know him personally, okay? I just knew him from off of social media, watching YouTube videos and his teachings about the body. And one of the things he would say was, you can't do it in moderation. Now, for some people, they feel like, all right, moderation is best. And I always tell you guys, you have to do what works for you, okay? Because this is your life. It's all about what's working for you. But what I've seen in my life is, it's almost like this, okay? This is something that I learned as well. Instead of me going to the supermarket and buying meat, okay, like I used to do, and then blame it and say, well, because I got to cook for the kids and that's why I indulge, okay? But what I started doing was, I don't buy the meats, okay? And if I do buy the meats, it's just enough for my youngest son and my youngest daughter, okay? It's just enough. But I don't buy them a whole bunch of meats in my freezer like I used to do, okay? So it's all about doing what works for you, okay? This is your life, no one else's life, okay? But you have to, if you want to change your life, like I have heard so many of my mentors say, if you want to change your life, you have to do something different than what you are accustomed to doing, okay? And in the beginning, and I understand now why people say, well, you're going to have to go away, okay? Because in the beginning, it's like you just like reprogramming your whole damn subconscious mind. And you don't want to be around the people that still think the same exact way, because if you do, you may start thinking the way that you are trying to change, from how you previously used to think. But if you hanging around that, then the chances of you changing your mindset is highly slim, because in the beginning, it's like you are weak, okay? And it's the same as that concept. Like, say for instance, a person having addiction, right? It could be gambling, any form of addiction. And they hang, they stop gambling or whatever it is, they get themselves, they start understanding that they have the control over their lives and that they don't have to gamble, whatever, but they get to control. They have the control to change their lives, okay? But in the beginning, okay, if you still in the process of changing that belief system and understanding like why you would gamble, why you would do this and that, if you start hanging back with those same exact people, okay, that you met at the casino or you met, at wherever, okay, if you start hanging back with them right away, chances of you stopping a gamble is very high to not stopping it. So you just got to be mindful of the things you do. Some people going to say, oh, well, you know what? Don't be obsessed with that. Just do it in moderation and all this other stuff. To me, I think if you do it in moderation, that you're not, I don't want to say you're not strong enough, but, and I know I said, in the beginning, it's like you weep because it's like the programming and everything like that. And you feel like, this thing have power over you or whatever it is, okay? My whole thing is this. And in the beginning, do the thing that is going to change your life, okay? Do the thing that is a high chance of you getting something different from life, okay? It doesn't matter what anyone else say or think. It's about what you say and think. And it's about what you decide to do for your life. But don't feel like, well, they said don't do all this at one time. I should do moderation and I should do it slow. I remember when I first got started on eating a plant-based diet, right? And I don't want to say diet, but eating a plant-based vegan, okay? And I hate the labels and types, but for the sake of the video. And I remember I was breastfeeding my youngest daughter, okay? Who about, at that time, she was like 6 months, okay? And someone said to me, well, why are you, you don't even know if you're getting enough nutrition, okay? Like, why are you hurrying up doing this? You got to take it in moderation, right? And then that same exact person then later on started asking me, what was I doing? And the foods and stuff that I was eating. And if I can show them at the supermarket, some of the things that I was eating, okay? So the point of this video is some people will say, do it in moderation, okay? Because that's what they did, and maybe it worked for them. And then some other people will say, do it in moderation because you don't want to feel frustrated that, that you have to change your lifestyle, whatever it is, like so abruptly. You want to do it in moderation because you still want to enjoy certain things in your life. But I am a firm believer that if you continuously do the same thing, you will continuously get the same exact thing from life. And always do what works for you. And with that being said, I love you guys. Peace.